everyone, and welcome back. If you've been in the church for any length of time, you've probably heard the Proverbs 31 woman referenced a time or two. Now, she does set the bar really high, but I love how she gives us something to constantly shoot for. In this video, I want to talk about how I incorporate her habits and the fruits of the Spirit to allow the scriptures to manifest in my life and overflow in my home.
So before I get started, I just want to say that we are in day 3 of like an ice storm or ice freeze down here in Central Texas. I personally love it because I just love the cold. Texas gets so hot in the summertime, and it's just such a break from the heat. It's just, I don't know, I'm just a 4 seasons person. I lived in Virginia for 5 years, and I really fell in love with all the seasons. I lived in Hawaii before that, so it was warm all year long, and then Virginia was all 4 seasons, and then coming here, it feels like 2 seasons, hot and hotter. So whenever we get cold like this, I really enjoy it. So I just wanted to get some footage and capture it. So don't mind me, but Malachi is home with me for the 3rd day in a row. If he comes in, then, or as you can see, you've been seeing me hang out with him. If he comes in here, I try to come into his room because 1, I just cleaned it and it's just really peaceful in here. 2, it's got the best natural lighting, and 3, it's furthest away from all the sounds and the noise, and it's not as distracting for him because whenever he sees and I've got my attention somewhere else, he wants to be involved, and I can't typically think straight. But I wanted to come on here and talk to you guys about how I incorporate a peaceful home or a more peaceful home, or some things that I have been doing lately as the wife and as the Proverbs 31, that woman that I aspire to be. Okay, we all are aspiring to be that. So whether you're a mom, whether you're a soon-to-be mom, whether you want to be a mom, whether you're a wife, a soon-to-be wife, or any of those titles fit you or will fit you in the future, I feel like this video will help you. So the first thing that I want to say, and these are in no particular order, so if you see me looking down, I just took some notes on my phone. I just kind of wrote them as they came to me, and so I hope that this helps you. So the first one is be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to get angry. And that comes directly from the Bible, and I'll put the scripture down here on the screen. And basically, I'm a very type A personality, okay? So I'm a go getter. My natural instinct is to be able to see the flaw in something and to be able to build it up from scratch. I just kind of always see the opportunity in things. Does that make sense? So I basically have learned that out there I can do that, but in my home I have to, or I want to, incorporate an atmosphere where I'm not always in charge of everything. Really just allowing my husband to lead, really just allowing, my son to see an example in me. And so the quick to listen part, I embody that because I really do want to be a good listener. I really do want to be somebody that embodies that takes what people tell me and really hold on to it and really listen to it and really get what you're trying to say. Not listen to respond, but listen to actually understand. But the slow to speak part, I've had to work on, and definitely the slow to get angry part, because especially in marriage, different things come up or different triggers or whatever, and so definitely, or even with young children, different triggers, and so you just kind of feel tried sometimes. Okay, let's just be honest. And so I've had to learn to be more patient. Nobody wants somebody that's on edge all the time. Nobody wants a mom and wife that's just always triggered by something, nothing ever goes right. And so I've had to work on it, but I feel like I've gotten better, and so I just wanted to share that. The second one is acknowledge when I'm feeling lazy versus when I'm feeling tired. And I say this because my husband is also a type A personality, and so when he's home and things are not done, neither one of us really know how to sit and rest well. But because I'm home in the daytime, I'm getting better at it, and because I'm also pregnant, I'm getting better at it. But men just kind of like go, 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 or my husband for sure, go, go, go. And so it's just kind of harder for him to sit. So if something isn't done around the house, then guess who's going to come and do it? So guess who gets into a lazy mode whenever husband comes around? I do, because I know he's going to take care of it anyway. And I've noticed that about myself probably in the last week or two, and realizing that laziness is not a fruit of the spirit. And so I found myself in that phase or season, or kind of like in that like mode a lot. So I had to get off that bandwagon. So another way that I cultivate peace in the house is less screen time for all of us, not just for my son, but for all of us. And the one way that I do this is I just feel very like there's so much more to do on the planet than just put your face in front of a screen. I noticed that his behavior kind of reverts backwards, and when you start to take it away from him, he goes crazy. If we are watching the TV, we've kind of put it on like an instrumental, whether it's instrumental worship or whether it's like this new thing that we're watching is like we turn on like these 4D fish resolution fish thing or whatever, and it's just got the calming music in the background. We're able to just kind of like listen to it in the background as we clean, as we play together, as we read. And I want him to adapt and adopt a love for reading, which he has. So I'm so proud of that. But that's just kind of one way. So we'd play with toys. I sit in the floor with him. We just recently started doing at-home learning activities, especially because he's been home the past 3 days. I just really try to be mindful of less screen time and really letting him know. But I have to model that example. So I don't want to be stuck in my phone and then telling him, like, he's going to want to model what he sees. So if you're wondering why your kids are addicted to the phones, well, they see us doing nothing on them all day, scrolling or got our face in them while they're playing in front of us and stuff. And we wonder why they're getting into everything. So I just try to cultivate less screen time for all of us. One thing that I'm working on is not letting messes or junk sit for too long, and to give everything its home or place. And what I mean by this is like, I love Malachi's room. You see how simple this is? There's nothing on the dresser. That lotion and the lamp are the only things that's up there. That plug-in doesn't go there. It goes in this wall right here, but because there's not a thing in there, I took it out of the wall. Not letting messes sit for too long and giving everything a home really does cultivate like a peace. And oh my gosh, the kitchen is like notorious for being like a drop zone for everything in the house. The mail, Malcolm's work stuff, food, leftovers, dirty dishes, clean dishes. The kitchen is like a drop spot for every single thing. And so really just learning, like, really not letting the thing sit for too long, because then it becomes comfortable, and then we just kind of learn to live and coexist in a mess, and it just doesn't do anything for like the peace, the mental peace that we want to create. Okay. I love it. Okay, so this next one is being on time. Y'all, this one isn't directly about the home itself, but it's about the family environment as like in the home, if that makes sense, right? So y'all, I have had to work on this. And by the grace of God, if I can do it, I promise you that you can do it. Okay, I literally have had to work on this, but I am now on time, if not early, to just about everything, especially when my husband is involved. Okay, and one way that I've done this is I have shortened my morning routine. What I've learned now is you have to start getting ready earlier, and you have to be disciplined about this. Like, I could literally do a whole video on this, but being on time has saved so many arguments. It has literally become freedom, if that makes sense. Like, just be on time. Oh my gosh, just be on time to church, to appointments, to school, to just literally everything. Being on time, y'all, has just created so much peace in our home, because I'm not having to rush Malachi. Malcolm's not rushing me. I'm not getting smart back. Like, it just has created so much peace. So y'all, if you are married or gonna be a mom, start being on time now, okay? Start being on time now. Here comes Malachi. Hey, buddy. You found your cookie, huh? The last thing that I want to share with you guys is don't stress when plans change. That has been so key for me probably this whole pregnancy. So the last 4.5, 5 months, I have literally learned how to not stress when plans, I'm getting better, but not stressing when plans change, because I'm such a type A personality. I'm like rigid with my schedule, and this week was definitely that week that I had plans. I had a lot of things to do, and then we got snowed in, iced in. Malachi's home with me, and so it just became more entertain him, more family focused, what's for dinner, what's for lunch, what are we gonna eat, Malcolm talking to me, I'm talking to him, all the things. And my to-do list kind of like went down the line a little bit. So don't stress when plans change, because that attitude and that spirit towards the home environment or towards the changes, it doesn't help anything. It doesn't cultivate peace and positivity in your home. And it's okay, things are gonna change, and so just kind of being on top of things really helps. I know it's hard sometimes. Trust me. This life and this opportunity that we have as wives and moms is a gift, right? There are some people that want to be moms so bad. There are some people that are in their waiting season for marriage, and just really understanding not to depreciate that and to really appreciate that, and just not rush the season of changes, because there's going to come a day that your kid isn't going to unmake your bed. There's going to come a day that he's not going to need your help, or she's not going to need your help with small tasks anymore, like getting their own food, or just getting dressed in the morning, or they're going to tell you, Mama, buckle up, different, like it's going to come, and it's going to come quickly. And I just challenge us as moms and wives not to rush that season, not to rush through these seasons. So, okay, well, that's all that I have for you guys. So if something that I said was beneficial to you, then hit the like button and share this video with someone that you feel like can benefit from this. And you guys will see me in my next one. Bye-bye.
What's up, you guys? Welcome back on the channel.
What are you trying to do? Greasy hands? What are you trying to do?